Hey, welcome back. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. My name is Casey. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today is December 6th, 2017. In today's video, I wanted to talk about HODL, like holding on for dear life, versus trading when it comes to cryptocurrencies, okay? Because I've been trading cryptocurrencies for roughly about 5 months now, and I can tell you I've made some great profits. But along that way, as I start looking back at the past 4 to 5 months, I'm starting to see a trend when it comes to hodling or holding on for dear life and just, holding for the long term on cryptos versus trading, okay, and the returns that you can make on those. So I figured I'd shoot a video on it just so you can kind of see, like, if you're looking at getting into cryptos, what you might want to do, what your approach might be. So, you might hear people out there talk about HODL. Well, it refers to holding on to dear life, so just holding for the long term. As of November 12th, 2017, Bitcoin was roughly $5,840 per Bitcoin, okay? We're on December 6th, 2017. The price right now is $12,851. All right, that's a significant jump. So if you would have just stayed in with your money, you would have more than doubled your money just holding. Okay. The reason why I'm showing you this is because in the last 3 months I've invested roughly $1,050 in cryptos, and that was in Bitcoin and Litecoin, and I was just trading the two back and forth. Okay. Initially, I was going to buy and hold Bitcoin, but I saw some opportunities in Litecoin at cheaper prices, so I decided to sell, take my profits in Bitcoin, and jump into Litecoin and start trading Litecoin on its way up, okay? Now, I doubled my money just simply trading over the last 3 months, and that was Bitcoin and Litecoin. So I took $1,050, I doubled it to about $2,129, and then what I did for people who are planning on taking like the trading approach, what I would recommend doing is once you get into a significant profit like that and you're doubling or tripling your money, take your profits off the table and let your principal amount that you initially invested, go ahead and let that ride. Keep that in and continue investing, okay? The reason for that is because at any moment, those trades can go against you. You can start losing money. And instead of losing money, the name of the game is to make money. So, like I've said in several other videos, if you're planning on trading any type of financial asset, don't invest any more than you can afford to lose. Okay, so that's why I took my profits off the table and I decided to let my principal amount continue, letting it ride and trading and stuff like that. Now, one thing I'm planning on doing though, maybe, instead of trading here over the next year or two with cryptos, instead of trading and trying to time those markets and time those dips and buy in on the dips and then sell at the highs, is maybe changing my approach and just taking a HODL type approach, so holding on for dear life and just staying in. The reason why is, again, because from $5,840 and just, we're not even at a full month, and Bitcoin's, already at $12,851 per Bitcoin. Now, one thing I want to show you real quick is I'm going to erase this. So the problem I'm starting to find here when you're trading cryptos is that, for instance, I'll just give you an example here real quick. Right now, Bitcoin is at about $851. So if you were to buy up a quarter of a Bitcoin because it's divisible, you could buy up 0.25. Okay, so you just take that number times 0.25. It's going to cost you about $3,212 to buy up a quarter of a Bitcoin right now. All right. Now, if that were to drop and we go back down to $5,851, which I don't think is going to happen, but if it did, that same amount, so if you bought up a quarter of a Bitcoin, it's only going to cost you $1,462. The problem is with timing the markets and trading versus holding on for long-term periods of time is that you cannot predict the markets 100%. Meaning, for example, take myself. I've been trying to trade Litecoin over the past 3 weeks, and I made one successful trade of like $8 or $9, okay, and one before that for like $40, and then I broke even twice, okay. As a matter of fact, the fees on Coinbase were so high that I was having a hard time even getting a profit, even if it was up like say $5, okay, because my profits were being eaten up by fees. So timing the markets is extremely difficult, and so I think at this point in the game with cryptos, just my own opinion here. Give me your thoughts on this if you want. Leave your comments in the description below in the video here in the comments section. But just my opinion, I think you're better off if you just hold long term with like Bitcoin or Litecoin at this point, because the prices are getting so high that there's a risk that you might be left behind. Okay, and to give you an example of that, let's say it drops back down, right? I'm going to say it goes to $5,851. You buy up a quarter of a Bitcoin for $1,462, right? And let's say, I'm just drawing out like a little chart here for an example, like a hypothetical scenario. But let's say that Bitcoin decided to take a drop, right? And here's your price now down here. You buy in, and then it rides up, right? But then it turns around and starts coming down, and you think that maybe you're good at going ahead and selling and taking your profits, right? So you sell right here, and then all of a sudden, it just takes off within a period of time, like what you were seeing up here earlier with within a month, it more than doubles or triples on you, and you're just waiting for it to dip and come back down so you can buy up more and make more profits. The problem with that is that you end up getting left behind, and then when you decide to buy back in because it's going up and up and up, you end up paying more for the same amount. Okay, like I showed you up here. It's very, very frustrating because right now with cryptos, I call them like fake outs pretty much, where you think it's going to dip and it's going to have a correction or a pullback because it went up so quick, and then it fakes you out, and so it comes back down a little bit and then it bounces and shoots way back up really fast, and before you know it, you're going, well, crap, I can't get back in at a decent price and make, big amounts of profits like I was before because it's costing me more money. And so that's the problem I'm seeing with cryptos right now, is that they're moving up so fast at such a fast pace that it's hard to, trade these markets and continue buying in on the dips at fair prices and then riding them back up and selling and taking your profits. Okay. You can do that if you want, but I can tell you right now, I've been trading and day trading for roughly about 3 or 4 years. I've taken courses from professionals who know what they're doing. So I would say that I'm about 85-90% confident in my own trades right now. I lose very, I wouldn't say very often. I win very often, and I lose not so often. Okay. And because I'm confident in my abilities day trading, people who don't know what they're doing and they want to day trade cryptos, I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't even try it at this point. I would just buy in on the big three: Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Take your pick of which one you think you like the best, and then just hold on to it, because from what I'm hearing from all the analysts out there, from like Charlie Lee, to some of the other Bitcoin analysts, 2018 is going to be an extremely good year for cryptos. All right, there's some people predicting Bitcoin could go to like $20,000 by the end of 2018. And I mean, we're almost at the $13,000 mark. So, yeah, can that happen? Absolutely. And if you're planning on trading Bitcoin, you're going to get left in the dust. I mean, unless you can time the markets 100% and you are a professional day trader who beats markets, 95% of the time. But I can tell you those people are very few, far in between. And at this point, I think you're just better off holding on for dear life. Okay? I think that's what I'm going to do because, again, like I was saying, you get these fake outs, and it looks like, according to the charts on the 5 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 hour, even the daily charts, it'll look like the price is going to come down. You're going to get a correction or a pullback, and it drops just a little bit, and then it ends up taking off, and you're sitting on the sidelines the whole time, waiting for your buy-in price, and then it takes off, and you're going, well, let me just keep waiting, see if it drops and comes back down, and it never does. And you end up getting left behind, and then you have to buy in at these higher prices like this. So that's my 2 cents, my thoughts on hodling versus day trading right now with cryptos. Again, let me know your thoughts on that. If you found this beneficial, go ahead and hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting out more content over the next few months on what I'm doing with my investments, some of the information that's out there, other financial assets that you can invest in. And that's all I have for today. So be patient and go create a good day. And remember, income is the outcome, okay? I will talk to you guys later.